See, this is the question based on dependent source and we have to do it by superposition theorem. Okay, so in this superposition theorem we have to calculate the current across 6 ohm that is mentioned in the question. Okay, now I told you in the superposition theorem we have to keep first source and we have to kill other sources, right? If we'll keep first source then it would be like this, and we have to kill other source. Kill other source means voltage source must be short circuit, right? And dependent source will remain as it is every time. Okay, now in this here we mark I, so here we'll mark I dash. It is plus minus Vx. So according to this, how many nodes are there? Like this is suppose 6 ohm, 4 ohm we can consider. How many nodes are there? Two nodes. One is VA, one is VB, right? So as you can see that VA and VB, it is a super node. If we'll see that it would be difficult to solve it by nodal analysis, because if we are using super node you can use mesh analysis also, simple. In this I1 current is flowing, in this I2 current is flowing, and in this I3 current is flowing, right? So if we'll apply the current equation, then current equation is how much? That is I2, and this current is in the opposite direction, so we can write down minus I2. Now I3 and 2Vx are in the same direction, so we can write down plus I3 is equal to 2Vx, right? Can we write down like this? So we have make one equation from the current source, another equation we can make it from directly the first mesh, that is minus 2I1 minus 4I1 minus I2 plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the second equation. Okay, third equation we can make it from the super mesh, that is minus 6I3 minus 4I2 minus I1 is equal to 0, right? This is our third equation. Now you can see that this is which source? Current dependent voltage source. Okay, current dependent voltage source, it is a voltage source dependent, so it depends on voltage. For voltage we have to make Ohm's law, that is Vx is equal to how much current is flowing? I3, and resistance is 6 ohm. So after solving 4 equation we'll get the value of I3, right? So I3 would be equal to I dash. Clear? Similarly in the second step we can do what we can do. In the second step we have to keep 2-volt source and first would be short circuit, right? And we have to do the same procedure for this one also. Then in that case we'll mark I double dash, right? So first source this time will short circuit it, second source will keep it, and this time it would be I double dash. Again we'll mark here I1, I2 and I3, right? So I1 is how much? Minus 2I1 minus 4I1 minus I2 minus 2 is equal to 0. This is our first equation. Second equation again we can make it from the current source, that is minus I2 plus I3 is equal to 2Vx, right? Third equation we can make it from the super mesh, that is minus 6I3 plus 2 minus 4 I2 minus I1 is equal to 0, right? From this super mesh. And again same equation will make it from the dependent sources, that is Vx is equal to 6 into I3, right? So after solving it we'll get all the values, we'll know I double dash. After getting the value of I double dash we'll get the value of I, that is I dash plus I double dash.